Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. Welcome, welcome. Those that remain. The remaining quizzers. The Walnut Wenglers. I recognise that name. If you're feeling social, ladies and gentlemen, feel free to have your cameras on. We'll get going in just a minute. Just sorting out some last minute bits. But welcome, grab a drink. Grab a drink. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The Walnut Wenglers. Let's give them a round of applause. They're back again. Where are we? All teams appear to be in already, which is good. I couldn't believe that anyone is still signing up to our quizzes, so thank you so much for coming back. Good to see you. Let's see. Where are we? 3 teams this evening, I believe. 3 teams this evening. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're good to go. I can see the Walnut Wenglers are there. Let me, Emma, are you ready? Are you guys ready? I can see you waving. Are you ready with your devices? And Lean Mean Mince Machine, welcome. I don't know if I think you might be new this evening. I'll pop out from behind my screen. Look at that. The hair's still not been cut, ladies and gentlemen, but I have got my very sort of springy shirt on, if you will. So welcome, Lean Mean Machine, a new team, I believe, and that rhymes as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for coming down to our fat big quiz of spring. I'm quite surprised, as I said, at how many people are still coming down to these quizzes. I know it's only 3 teams, but you know the lockdown restrictions are becoming less stringent, so we thought everyone might be outside, but you're here with us, so thank you so much. Okay, so for those who've played before, you'll know what I'm about to do, but I'm going to do a quick demo of how we get your scores in real time. You're going to be using Google Form. Now, you've already filled in your team names, which is fantastic. That's where you're going to be submitting your answers throughout the evening, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to show you a quick video of how that works. So it's worth paying attention to this bit. This is how we get your points in real time.
In order for us to calculate your points in real time, you will need to submit your form at the end of each round. This will bring you to an Edit Your Response page. Click on Edit Your Response, and then under the Pick a Round menu, select the round that we're playing. For example, here is the History round, and you can see all of the answer fields for you to fill in as you're playing along. Once you've filled those in, click Submit, Edit Your Response, and then head on over to the next round of gameplay. Again, here we've picked the Serial Killer round, click Next. All of the answer fields are there, and once you're finished, click Submit, and then edit your response once again.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Clearly that was for our Halloween quiz, which we're getting back around to. Can you believe it? It's nearly been a year. We're nearly back. But it's the same for all of our games and all of our quizzes. You submit your answers at the end of the round, edit your response, and head on over to the next round of gameplay. I can see that we've got the team names in this evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be giving an extra point for my favourite team name when we get started. Any questions? Vanessa is on the call. She will change her name to Vanessa Bucket Race, I believe. And you can reach out to her with any questions that you may have, and she'll help you on the chat on Zoom. There we go. She's changed the name. Good stuff. So any questions you can ask Vanessa. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you have lots of fun. It's a spring kind of themed quiz. You'll see what I mean when we get there. May the best quizzing team win. At the moment, for this particular quiz, the top score, I'm going to have a little look, is, I've got a 58 here I'm looking at, 60 is the top score. 64 is the top score. That's a big score, ladies and gentlemen. So 64 is the top score for the month. Congratulations if you get that. I think 66 is the top for the year since we began running these. So that's what you're gunning for, obviously, if you want to be crowned Bucket Race Champion of the Month. Other than that, best of luck this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We hope you have lots of fun. Thank you so much for coming down. And with that, I'm going to crack on with the show. that big quiz of spring. We've got everything. Yes, go on, Emma. Give us that. There we go. Good stuff. Everything from spring cleaning to absolutely buzzing. All will be revealed, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to do my joke. There's one team here. Other teams you can switch off. You know what's coming. I'm afraid if you're expecting Jimmy Carr, he couldn't make it. He's been illegally impounded for double parking. There we go. We've got a photo of that. Don't shake your head. I will change it. I promise that I'm going to change it for 7 months, and I haven't. There we go. Right, ladies and gentlemen, submit your answers at the end of each round. The first round is the history round. It's always the history round. And we always start with a normal quiz style question. So it wouldn't be a quiz without questions. It's eyes down. Question number 1. I've got my trusty quiz cards with me here. And the first question, ladies and gentlemen, to get you in the mood for the spring theme is a pretty straightforward question. What we would like you to tell us is, what is the name given to the first day of spring when night and day are the same length? Now, we're looking for a 2-word phrase, ladies and gentlemen. What name is given to the first day of spring when night and day are the same length? The reason we're looking for a 2-word phrase is because we want quite a specific answer here. Quite a specific answer. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing on these, obviously, but that's question number 1. Now, for question number 2, we do have a special guest in the studio. He often keeps me waiting, ladies and gentlemen, but he's around here somewhere. We'll see if he's gonna make an appearance. There he is.
Hello everyone, I'm Trigger. Everybody loves triggers. What am I doing here? Oh yes, I have a question for everyone. Spring was named after something springing from the ground. But what was that something? Okay, good luck. Bouncy, bouncy, flouncy, bouncy, fun, 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 fun.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Trigger. What he wanted to know is what was spring named after? It's something springing up from the ground. There's 2 answers that we'll accept for this, ladies and gentlemen. But again, it's quite specific. According to our sources, which is the History Channel, believe it or not, for this particular question. So, what was spring named after? It was named after something springing up from the ground. Question number 3. We're over to, I think it's the West Country, for Morris the Morris Dancer. He's got your 3rd question, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello! Morris the Morris Dancer here. I've got a quiz question for you. Dancing around the maypole is an ancient tradition that is meant to increase which biological trait? Alright, that's it. See you later.
I see the wall up and was like, what on earth is that? Well, it's Morris the Morris Dancer, apparently. Anyway, that was your 3rd question, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like you to tell us... why do people dance around the maypole? It symbolises something. It increases. We're calling it a biological trait. It increases something. What is it, ladies and gentlemen? Why do people dance around the maypole? Is what we would like to know. What does it increase? What does it increase? For question number 4, we've got a picture question. Now, this is a very famous. You're going to see a famous. Monument, but we actually want the name of the whole archaeological site. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. So that's the most famous temple within the site, but we're looking for the name for the entire site, ladies and gentlemen. You're probably aware in the UK, Stonehenge is our version, but this is the version it's not too much of a clue in South America. This is in South America. As I said, this is where they celebrate spring. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, and then finally, the 5th question, which is a fill in the blanks. Please write the full word, not just the letters missing. Now, this is a famous phrase actually used in the Vietnamese War, ladies and gentlemen. It was used in the Vietnamese War. Can you fill in the blanks? Do you know what the phrase is? And then when you're happy with your answers, ladies and gentlemen, click submit, and then we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. I'm seeing if anyone is any top flight speed teams. Not yet. Lots of conferring going on. It gives me a chance to give out the best team name, I think. So I'm actually going to... I'll tell you what. I want to know what Manara Rana is. I don't know what it is. It sounds a bit like Bananarama. That I can see Emma's got to come up to the screen and type. Or you can unmute. What is it? You're... No, you've tuned in from Spain. Unbelievable. Oh, we love that. Let's give him a round of applause. So, absolutely love that. Do you live in Spain, or are you just away for now? Okay, fair enough. Okay, well, thank you so much for tuning in. Look, I think, ladies and gentlemen, they've got to get a bonus point just for that. I think that's where the point's going to go, ladies and gentlemen. I nearly gave it to Walnut Wenglers. I've heard the team name before. Look, they're like, we're not having it. We're not having it. We'll see. I might be feeling. I was almost going to give everyone a point, but then I thought, well, what's the point if I give everyone a point? So. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. And lean, mean, mince machine. I mean, I like it. I like all the alliteration. That being said, I don't know how it's related. Is it related to spring? The Spain is very, very, well, almost summery, really. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Get your answers in. And when you're happy with your answers, click submit. And we'll be revealing what the answers are. Walnut Wenglers are in now. Walnut Wenglers are in. Very well done. Very well done. You knew your archaeological site. You knew Morris. You knew what Morris was talking about. That's always good. So very good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Oh no, I take it back. You didn't know your archaeological site. I'm sorry. I've given you a false sense of security. That's another one. There we go. Shows I wrote this. Shows how much I know. Right, ladies and gentlemen, so click submit. This gets quicker as we go along. And what I will say is some of the rounds are timed, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the rounds are timed, which means if you don't submit within the time limit, you won't get any points. So it's good practice to get them in. Just waiting on lean, mean, mince machine. When you're happy with your answer, how do we submit? You should be on. Are you on the history round? If you've got I'll see if Vanessa is there to help as well. But if you're on the history round, you should click submit after you've filled in your answers on the form that we've given you, where you put your team name. So it's this one here. If you click on that, you can fill in your answers and click submit. So let's see how Manara Rana. You've both gone. Do you know each other, Manara Rana, Walnut Wang? Does anyone know each other here this evening? No. So two teams signed up literally within 30 seconds of each other. Well, they must know each other, but it's just clearly a coincidence. There you go. Two teams going for the same South American site there. I'm afraid that is not the correct answer. All will be revealed. Manara Rana, I very much like what you've said springs up from the ground. It's not the right answer, but worth a shot. I do like it. There we go. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're having any other problems, lean, mean, mince machine, do let us know. They're in, ladies and gentlemen, they're in. So very well done. Good stuff. And they've done well, ladies and gentlemen. They've actually taken the first round. So very good stuff. We'll give them a round of applause. Walnut Wenglers are here to win. They're here to win. Don't worry, we're only in round one. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go back and reveal the answers now. So for the first one, we will bring up an image. Obviously, it was the quiz question round. And the first one was, we're looking for vernal equinox. We will give you spring equinox as the official term. We would have accepted either. For number 2, ladies and gentlemen, let's bring Trigger back on, shall we, to reveal the answer to that one. I'm afraid it's not asparagus.
Oh, hello, everyone. It's time to give the answer about spring. The answer is flowers. The wonderful things about spring is all the bouncing. I better be bouncing along.
So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. flowers or plants. We would have accepted plants as well, according to the History Channel. A lot of people put things like daffodils and other spring-based flowers, but it's the whole thing. It's anything. It wasn't specifically daffodils. For the next... Well, no, it is, but so's daffodil. But we're looking for flowers because it's not specifically. It's not specifically. I don't know. I don't really understand your question. Look, I'm going on the what's been written by our sources. So. I don't know. You are right, but it's too specific. I don't know. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, there's not 1 point in it at the end. Otherwise, I'll never hear the end of it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. They got up out their chairs, unmuted. There we go. Fine, right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. For the next one, all teams getting this. Very well done. We'll bring back Morris the Morris Dancer to reveal the answer anyway. Here we go.
Hello! I've got the answer for you. It's fertility. All that baby making. Right? I'm off to do something else now. See you later.
Right, there he goes, ladies and gentlemen. Morris the Morris Dancer there. Well done. All teams getting fertility. For the next one, ladies and gentlemen, lots of people putting Machu Picchu. It is, in fact, the Chichen Itza. The whole site is called the Chichen Itza. And that particular temple's got a much longer name that I can't pronounce. But the whole site is called the Chichen Itza, which is in Mexico, ladies and gentlemen. Not Machu Picchu in Peru. And then finally, did any of the teams get this? I thought this one was a little bit easier than it was when I wrote this. But it's caught most people out. I think 3 teams have got it so far this month, which isn't many. It's flower power, ladies and gentlemen. That was the phrase used in the Vietnamese War. Flower power. So... there we go. Low teams getting that this evening, ladies and gentlemen. Very good stuff, though. It's very close at this point, obviously. Just round 1. Now, if you're familiar, the Walnut Wenglers who are familiar, who've done our quizzes before, you'll know what's coming with this. It's a Say What You Can See round, ladies and gentlemen. We've called it not only in Springfield. Emma's there getting warmed up, hands at the ready. Right, ladies and gentlemen. So the way that this round works is that we've created a graphic. Within that graphic are 10 fictional places. They're some of the most fictional places in the world that you might find in television or books or films, that kind of thing. So it's not only Springfield, ladies and gentlemen. There's lots of fictional places. So there's 10 in total. You'll get a point for each one that you identify, ladies and gentlemen. And they're all Say What You Can Sees. So best of luck. Now I'm going to put myself inside a little TV screen here. I'm still here, just in the middle, ladies and gentlemen. There's 10 Say What You Can Sees on there. 10 Say What You Can Sees. They're all fictional places from TV shows, books and films. Some of the most famous in the world. Now I've got to find a song to put on, which I always forget. So it's going to give you some extra time. You'll have until the end of the song, ladies and gentlemen, to get the answers in. This one's quite appropriate. I'm feeling like this. I play this one quite a lot, but it's such a tune. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. It's about 4 minutes long, this song. So, best of luck. 10 Say What You Can See is a point per answer.
We get it almost every night when that moon is big and bright as a supernatural.
Top score for this is 9 out of 10 so far, ladies and gentlemen. What a tune this is. Believe it or not, I used to, I bought their bass amp. I bought their bass amp when I was 14. Bassist came into a music shop I worked in. There you go, a bit of trivia about Top Loader. It was enormous and useless. I never used it. The sight is honestly, it was about 8 foot tall.
We get it almost every night. And when that moon is big and bright, it's a supernatural delight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight.
About a minute left, ladies and gentlemen. You've got about 1 minute left to get those answers in. Best of luck.
It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm and bright. It's such a fine natural sight. Everybody's dancing in the moonlight. Dancing in the moonlight. Everybody's feeling warm.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So start to submit those answers. We're not super strict. We're not super strict on the timing on this one, but start to get those answers in, ladies and gentlemen. Start to get those answers in. There's apparently a massive fade out on this song of 10 seconds, which I didn't foresee. So get those answers in, ladies and gentlemen. Click submit. Click submit. That's your time, and we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. As I said, one team got 9 out of 10 on this, and the one that they got wrong, I mean, fair enough. It wasn't far. It was a good guess. It just wasn't the right answer. So get those answers in, ladies and gentlemen. Get those answers in. Get those answers in. Not a bad score there from Manara Rama. Not a bad score at all. Getting quite a few there. Very well done. So, ladies and gentlemen, get those answers in. Get those answers in. You kick yourself on a few of them, especially the one that I'm in. As soon as I say this one, you'll see it. You'll see it. So click submit, guys. Click submit. That's your time. That's your time. Get the answers in. Click submit. Well done, Walnut Wanglers. You're in. Come on, lean, mean, mince machine. Get him in. There we go. Well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we can go back. We can reveal the answers now. Walnut Wanglers. I need to double check this, but you appear to have got 10 out of 10. There might be one in here. There might be one. I think one of them. Yes, I actually think it's 9 out of 10 because I think there's a slight, but that's still very good. And actually, you answered the same as the other team who got 9 out of 10. And we'll explain why. So clearly, it throws people, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go round. We're going to go round and go through what the answers are, ladies and gentlemen. So number one is from Gulliver's Travels. It's from Gulliver's Travels, and that's Lilliput. That's Lilliput, ladies and gentlemen. So you see Lily Allen on a load of lilies with a golfing tee. So that's Lilliput, ladies and gentlemen. Number two, it's now over on Dave. It's now over on Dave. It's one of my favourite shows of all time. That's Red Dwarf. That's Red Dwarf, ladies and gentlemen. Red Dwarfs. Number three, if you're a Star Wars fan, you probably got this one correct. That's Endor. That's Endor, ladies and gentlemen, where all the Ewoks live. That's where all the Ewoks live. Endor, ladies and gentlemen. Number four, Hollyoaks. Hollyoaks, a lot of holly on an oak tree. There you go. Two, Holly from Christmas. Yeah, Holly Willoughby. there as well. And God, Holly from Neighbours. And I've forgotten her name, but Holly from Neighbours. You know who I mean. So Hollyoaks, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5, we did say it's not only Springfield, because there it is. There's Springfield, ladies and gentlemen. So not only Springfield. Springfield is there. Number 6 is Pandora. Most teams getting this right. Pandora, Dora the Explorer in the pan. Number 7, Gotham. Well done, Walnut Wenglers, getting that right. Ham from Toy Story, dressed as a goth. That's Gotham. That's Gotham, ladies and gentlemen. Number 8, you kick yourselves. That's Teletubby. Teletubby Land. Teletubby. We would have accepted Teletubby on its own. Number 9, this is the one you got wrong, Walnut Wenglers, and I do know why you went for it. But it's not Third Rock from the Sun. It's Middle Earth, ladies and gentlemen. It's Middle Earth. From Lord of the Rings, 3 Earths, and the highlighted one is the one in the middle. And finally, number 10, ladies and gentlemen, from the Flintstones, it's Bedrock. We've got Kiss the Rock Band and a rock on a bed. It's Bedrock. So there we go. Manara Rana, did you say some of them and then change your mind? I see your hands up in the air, like what is going on? So well done, ladies and gentlemen. Well done if you got any of those correct. Now, it always goes... it goes sort of normal round, quirky creative round. So we're back to a relatively normal round now. It's a music round, ladies and gentlemen. And we always start our music round with the wonderful Alex Tan. Now, she's an unbelievably good singer, which makes it really difficult to disguise what she's doing. Now, we've used the computer this time round. Often she does it, I don't know, eating marshmallows or with a mouthful of water, all these different bits and pieces. This time, we've used a computer to retune it. We've retuned her singing. What I will say is feel free to check her out. If you want to hear how good she actually is, we'll put her Instagram on the chat and you can check her out. But she doesn't sound quite herself this evening, ladies and gentlemen, as you will see. Anyway, it's over to the amazing Alex Tan for your first musical question.
Hey Lawrence, hey everybody, I am back this week for the first musical question, and as usual I am going to sing a song for you guys and you're gonna have to guess what it is. I guess I made it a little more difficult this time, so let's see if you can find what it is. Here we go. That it made you believe in no man, no cry. Maybe that's why everything we do. Emotions enough for you. You don't say okay, but I'm the light there, bound to find the way. Get your love so believe you're sure.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. She is awesome. She is awesome. So, what I would say is that this is a meme as well. There is a meme about it, and you may have received it on WhatsApp. It goes around every spring. So there's a bit of a clue, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tough one. If you know it, you'll know it. You got a little glimpse there. We got her singing properly for about 8 seconds in that, just so you can hear how good she is. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the next one, it's a Finish the Lyric, I believe. I've got to check myself. I've lost my place. It is a Finish the Lyric. So, ladies and gentlemen, can you finish the lyric to this single? Can you finish the lyric to this single? Don't let it get away. It's a... Rama nodding along. I don't think you can nod along to that, but fair enough. There we go. Can you get the fill in the blanks to that one, ladies and gentlemen? Now, number 3, it's just to name that tune. And it was a big hit in 2006, I believe, and I know that because it was just as I started going clubbing, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Listen to the chorus though. It gives away. It gives it away a bit. Listen to the chorus. Oh, Manara.
I'll come down and I'm strong. Got me doing things I've never
Big
do.
hit.
You ain't been, I'm telling you, I'm wrong. She got me doing things I never do. If you ain't been, I'm telling you, you do.
A bit niche, ladies and gentlemen, but well done if you've got that one. For the next one, it's a song in reverse. And what I'll say for this is you'll all recognise it, but do you know the name of the song? Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck, song in reverse. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Will you get the song name correct, though? This is what we'll wait to see. And then for this next one, ladies and gentlemen, it was written by Ed Mitchell, who does almost all of our music now. And he's also the saxophonist for Ollie Murs. That's his little claim to fame. Well, quite large claim to fame, actually. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, he's written a bird song for you. He's taken a song and turned it into a bird song. Anyway, it's a bit overkill. It's about 2 minutes long. So when you're happy with your answers, click submit, ladies and gentlemen. And to play you out for the music round, here's a bird song. You're happy with it. This does go on for a bit, ladies. But you're happy with your answers, click submit. We'll go back and reveal what the answers are. Your answer, Manara Rama, for the first one. You kicked yourself when you see it. Also, Manara Rama, putting asparagus in every answer is not going to get you extra points. Luckily, I've built the system to recognise if if it's got the right answer in it, because but there you go. So Walnut Wangler, some terrible noughties R&B. Yeah, well, I don't know. He's still knocking about somewhere, I think. Well done to Lean Mean Mince Machine getting the bird song, getting the song in reverse correct. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go back and reveal the answers. This is probably the most tricky music round we've done, in fact. Anyway, it's back over to Alex Tan. She's going to reveal the answer to song number 1.
It was It's Gonna Be Me by NSYNC.
It's gonna be me.
And I hope you guys could find the right answer. I will see you next time, and back to you, Lawrence.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You must have received from me. It's going to be every year. There we go. Bit of 90s pop, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, a massive hit. I believe it got to number 1. But Justin Timberlake says me, and it sounds like May. So every year, the last one that went round is when are we going to be able to see our friends again after the political announcement? And then it was that picture of Timberlake saying it's going to be May. Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. There you go. Question number 2. For question number 2, it was a finish the lyric. Difficult one. It's U2. Don't let it get away. It's a beautiful day. A beautiful day by U2, ladies and gentlemen. For number 3, well done, Manara Rama. I saw you bopping along to this. You're correct. It was indeed T-Pain, I'm Sprung.
Yo, Fizzle.
Anyway, he's still knocking around somewhere.
Right now, Warriors in the hood, man.
I don't think Walnut Wanglers are a fan, but there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
Come on, man. We got the picnic popping, man.
Now, did
we
you know
got
the
chicks
name
over
of the
here,
song?
man. You gotta
Most
come
of you
join us,
probably
dog.
knew it was Bob Marley. But the song was called 3 Little Birds, ladies and gentlemen. It's called 3 Little Birds. You can see the 3 at the bottom there. 3 Little Birds. Now, a lot of people think it's called Don't Worry About a Thing, but it's not. It's called 3 Little Birds, ladies and gentlemen. Number 5. It was, of course, The Beatles. Here Comes the Sun, ladies and gentlemen. So well done if you got that. Well done if you got that. Where are we? We can take a look at the scores, ladies and gentlemen. It is close, which is always good to see. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's have a look. Here comes the sun. Hopefully they're going to be there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I need to reorder them. But out in front at the moment are the Walnut Wenglers on 11. Now, they've done it. They have been here before. I think they're here to win, ladies and gentlemen. They did well last time. And they're always very good at the say what you can see round. So that's slightly separated them from the flock for now. Lean Mean Minced Machine 9 and Manara Rana on 8, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm telling you, there's nothing in it at this point. There's nothing in it at this point. We've still got a bit of a way to go. So, the next round, ladies and gentlemen, is called April Fools. So here we go. This is called April Fools. In this round, I've put together a sort of comedic style Frankenstein's monster, if you will. It's a combination of 10 comedians' alter egos. They're characters. We're looking for the characters. And now the monster is made of different parts of each of these characters. Some of their most famous bits and pieces, ladies and gentlemen. So let's introduce you to the monster. That's what we need to do first. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. That's our alter ego monster. So there's 10 bits in here. All of them belong to different famous characters. They're all sort of comedy characters, alter egos. So best of luck, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck with this. Now, we picked a song for this in advance because we thought it was the most adapted one. It's Tenacious D Tribute. So it's quite a long song, this one. You've got about 4.5 minutes to try and find the 10 comedy characters in The Monster.
This is the greatest and best song in the world. Tribute. Long time ago, me and my brother Kyle here, we was hitchhiking down a long and lonesome road. All of a sudden, there shined a shiny demon in the middle of the road. And he said, "Play the best song in the world, or I'll eat your soul." Well, me and Kyle, we looked at each other, and we each said, "Okay." And we played the first thing that came to our heads. Just so happened to be the best song in the world. It was the best song in the world. Look into my eyes and it's easy to see. 1 and 1 make 2, 2 and 1 make 3. It was destiny. Once every 100,000 years or so, when the sun doth shine and the moon doth glow and the grass doth grow. Needless to say, the beast was stunned. A whip crack went his trumpet tail, and the beast was done. He asked us, "Be you angels?" And we said, "Nay, we are but men." Rock. This is not the greatest song in the world, no. This is just a tribute. Couldn't remember the greatest song in the world, no. This is a tribute, to the greatest song in the world. Alright, it was the greatest song in the world. Alright, it was the best motherfucker song, the greatest song in the world. And the peculiar thing is this, my
friends, the song we sang on that fateful night, it didn't actually sound anything like this song! This is just a tribute, you gotta believe it, and I wish you were there. Just a matter of opinion. Good God, God love him. I'm so surprised to find you can't stop him. I'm finally really about rich motherfucker to hunt your child.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so get those answers in. Get those answers in, ladies and gentlemen. And we're going to go back and reveal what the answers are. Let's see how everyone got on. A lot of people doing fairly well on that round, Walnut Wenglers, you are good at the sort of... This is a bit of another so you can see, really. You've done very well on that, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we're going to go back. We're going to reveal the answers now. It comes up as a graphic, as you'll see. So we'll talk you through all the bits and pieces. Well done. If anyone, I'm going to see, did anyone get the traffic cones? Yep, they did. Walnut Wengler's got that one right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Parting the characters. So we had Father Ted. That was the main outfit for the priest outfit. We had Ali G's beard, ladies and gentlemen. Ali G's beard. Dame Edna Everidge's glasses. Mr. Bean's tie. Mr. Bean's tie, ladies and gentlemen. That was a pretty tricky one hidden in there. Then we had Keith Lemon's cast. He's always in a cast, hand in a cast. Keith Lemon's cast. Nessa from Gavin and Stacey. We had her right arm. That was her Welsh tattoo. We had Kevin the teenager's hair. Kevin the teenager's hair was in there, ladies and gentlemen. Lee Nelson's cap. He was wearing Lee Nelson's cap. Alan Partridge's traffic cone nipples, ladies and gentlemen. Quite a niche reference from the original series of the Alan Partridge show. He had a fantasy where he would end up with traffic cone nipples. It was very bizarre, but quite what's the word? Quite well. Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean. Familiar. There you go. That'll do. And then Mrs. Brown's face, ladies and gentlemen, and Mrs. Brown's mole. A lot of people thought Mrs. Brown was Timmy Mallet. We get that every week. People think it's Timmy Mallet, which I couldn't believe. But with the glasses, it does look like Timmy Mallet, ladies and gentlemen. So, what did you get wrong, Walnut Wenglers? Which one did you get wrong? Or maybe it's... Oh, you put Timmy Mallet. Yeah, there you go. Happens every week, ladies and gentlemen. So well done, well done. Manara Rama giving us the extras. Lee Nelson in it. Exactly, that was his catchphrase. Very good stuff. Nessa, all right, Gav. There we go. I won't do any more Welsh accents. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Well done if you scored on that one. Okay, we're over to, it says food on the screen, but it is people, ladies and gentlemen. It is people. I just keep forgetting to change it. Vanessa, if you're listening, please make a note that I need to change that to people. Okay, so for this round, ladies and gentlemen, there's going to be five questions kind of around people, kind of around spring. You'll see what we mean. The first one is always fake news. And as it's a spring quiz, we're actually going to be doing one around April Fools. Every year, the newspaper, or the newspapers in the UK, will print an April Fool's story on April the 1st. So what we would like you to try and tell us, ladies and gentlemen, which one of these four was genuinely printed as an April Fool's story, I believe in 2007. So 3 of them are complete rubbish that I've made up. One of them was genuinely printed in The Guardian, I believe, as a story, as an April Fool's story, ladies and gentlemen. So which one do you think it is? I see a few more Timmy Mallets in there as well, just going through some of those. For the next one, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be doing, it's an inventor round. We often do an inventor question. We just want you to tell us who invented this. Who invented this? The original creator, ladies and gentlemen. Who invented this? For number 3, ladies and gentlemen, who's this hiding behind stained glass? Who's this hiding behind stained glass? Now remember, it is the Fat Big Quiz of Spring, which might give you a bit of a clue. Who's this hiding behind stained glass? I think Walnut Wengler's just mouthed it. Be careful. People can lip read. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 4. Now, I'll give you a bit of a clue around this one. We're looking for who's this shadow. Now, the cleaning stuff behind this person is a bit of a red herring, really. They're more of maybe an organizer, spring cleaner, if you will. Now they've got a show on Netflix. There we go. There's a bit of a clue, ladies and gentlemen. They've got a show on Netflix. Can you tell us who this famous spring cleaner is, or spring organizer? And then finally, potentially the most extra question ever. I've created something called the Dandelion. Who's our dandelion wearing? Who's our dandelion wearing? This Here he is.
Sexy.
He's a good-looking lion. Who's he wearing? There he is. Dandelion.
Excuse me, miss, I couldn't help but to notice how alone you are. I dig the attitude and how you acting like you own the bar. Got me flashing keys and I don't even own the car. Felt like you ain't feeling my charm.
So who was our dandelion wearing? He might become a bit more of a regular feature, I'm thinking. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, best of luck. Get those answers in. And then we're going to have a bit of a break. We'll have a bit of a half-time break. You go grab a drink, grab a refreshment, do what you need to do. And then we'll convene for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Of course, we'll do the answers before that. So get those answers in. Waiting on the lean, mean, mince machine, deep in conversation. Well done to the other teams. Walnut Wenglers, you're on a roll. You're doing very well. Although, as you'll remember, the final round is always worth 20 points. And it is a bit of a game changer. I see some head shaking. You might get 20, though. So you never know. You're like, no, we'll see what happens anyway. So best of luck with this, ladies and gentlemen. Best of luck with this. Manara Rana, you get the points for the inventor. Matt, well, we won't. It's all coming. Matt Geogene. Yeah, you get the points. We know who you meant. Right, ladies and gentlemen. So let's go back and reveal the answers. So, question number 1. It was what was it? It was something. It was a fake news round. How have I forgotten that? I'm obviously out of practice. Fake news, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the real answer was the Tesco's one. This was genuinely printed as a story. I'm not sure any of the teams... It's a bit of a lucky dip, this one, unless you've read it. The most famous one is the one about spaghetti growing on trees. That was very famous in the 80s. The spaghetti tree. I remember my mum telling me about that. But this one was from 2007. Tesco's to fit aisle with trampolines to reach top shelves. That was printed in the newspaper, ladies and gentlemen, with pictures, digitally created pictures of people jumping down trampolines on. But wouldn't that be great? Imagine that. They could make the shelves like 10 feet high. The shopping trolleys might be an issue, but I don't know. Could be good, ladies and gentlemen. For the next one, who invented this? It was Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons. All teams getting that correct. Very well done. Matt Groening, creator of The Simpsons. I nearly went a bit Morris there. Creator of The Simpsons. Number 3, ladies and gentlemen, was Jerry Springer. Jerry Springer. Someone putting Judge Judy. I see why you went for that. Another team going for Donald Trump. And Walnut Wenglers going for Jerry Springer. That is the correct answer. Very good stuff. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen, number 4. Team's doing fairly well on this, actually. It was Marie Kondo, ladies and gentlemen, Marie Kondo. So well done. 2 out of 3 teams getting that one correct. Both teams putting Maria, but we'll give you the point for that. Marie Kondo. You put Kondo correct, so there you go. Well done. And then she's got this show where she gives thanks to clothes before you throw them away. It's quite interesting, actually. But yeah, so there you go. And then finally, number 5, ladies and gentlemen. The Dandelion was wearing Burberry. All teams getting that correct. So very well done. Wearing Burberry. I'm glad you like that, Walnut Wanglers. I'm glad you like that round. Good stuff. Right. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So let's have a look at the scores. And then we will have a bit of a break, and then we'll reconvene for the second half, ladies and gentlemen. Now, they've shot out in front a little bit, but as I said, anything to play for at this point. As it currently stands, they're up there now on 24, ladies and gentlemen. The Walnut Wanglers on 24. Lean Mean Mince Machine on 18, and then Manara Rana on 14, ladies and gentlemen. But all to play for at this point. There we go, round of applause. Anything can happen still 5 rounds to go, so there's everything to play for. Now, we'll reconvene at just after 8 o'clock, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't have your cameras up, please give us a thumbs back to let us know that you're back. We're going to be taking a bit of a half-time break. Go grab a drink, do what you need to do, feed the cat. It's up to you. And then we'll see you for the second half, ladies and gentlemen, of the Fat Big Quiz of Spring. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back, welcome back. Lean Mean Mince Machine, if you're back, give us a thumbs up. Or you can write on the chat, Lean Mean Machine, but let us know you're back and we'll start with the second half. Perhaps they're not there, ladies and gentlemen. not skipping ahead, are you, Walnut Wanglers? Lean Mean Mince Machine, are you there? Are you there? Calling all Lean Mean Mince Machines. They're here. Woohoo! Woo! Love it. Right. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, that means we can crack on to the next round, which is called Absolutely Buzzing. Right. So, what can I say about this round? I've put together, I call it the Bee Factory. I've put together a bee factory, ladies and gentlemen, and little bees are going to come up on a conveyor belt holding items that begin with the word bee. And then the questions are going to be about those items, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. I need to show you what the factory looks like. Where are we? And I'll give you a brief overview of the whole thing so you can see it. I've got a fisheye camera. So this is the bee factory, ladies and gentlemen. This is the bee factory. And I'll give it. You see it. All of these things turn, and as they turn, you'll see the bees are going to come up on the what's it called, on the stage. Is that the right word? There we go. So I need to bring up the actual bees now, don't I? Where are they? Right. Wish me luck, ladies and gentlemen. This is one of those things that you're meant to practice in advance, but I may not have done it. It should be there. Should be there. No pun intended. So there we are. Why is that not connecting? Says that's... Oh, I'm not on the Wi-Fi. That's why, ladies and gentlemen. There's a Wi-Fi camera, and I bet you I'm not on the Wi-Fi. There we go. That should bring them up. There we go. Should have done this at half time. I was too busy arranging the bees. There it is. There's the yellow one, ladies and gentlemen. So, you like them all. They're cute, aren't they? Right. The most extra round ever. Because it's not that necessary anyway. We'll bring here's the yellow one. Now that's a little yellow bee holding a can of beer, ladies and gentlemen. That's a little yellow bee holding a can of beer. And the reason is the first question is this. Now, all the bees are for entertainment. The questions are on the board, ladies and gentlemen, but you get to see the little bees. So, which beer brand depreciated by 112 million last year during the pandemic? Which beer brand depreciated by 112 million during the pandemic, ladies and gentlemen? That's the first question. Right, here we go. This is really just for entertainment. So, I've actually got these little pliers to make sure they're okay. This is how you get the bees off. So there we go. We'll take that one off the conveyor belt. Let's bring the next one into view, because the next one, ladies and gentlemen, he's got a little beaker. That's a little bee with a beaker, meaning that the next question must be a science question. And it's this. We're looking for the chemical formula. What is C6H1206? It's the chemical formula for which food, ladies and gentlemen? Which food do you think it is? We'll accept a couple of answers for this, and we'll explain why. Because it kind of covers more than one food debate, really, ladies and gentlemen. So which food do you think it is? Which food do you think it is? I've got to get the other bees on the belt. He's fallen off. So for the next question, ladies and gentlemen, he's already in view there, as you can see. He's already in view there. Let's see, I've got to take this guy off first. Let's get this guy off. And for the next one, it's the green bee. It's the green bee. Let's bring him up into view. He's holding a little bee movie. He's holding a bee movie. There you go, a bee holding a bee movie. And we would like you to tell us which famous comedian voiced the lead character, Billy B. Benson, in the film The Bee Movie. Can you tell us which famous comedian voiced the Bee Movie, ladies and gentlemen? Do you know who it is? Do you know who it is? I'm trying to get this next bee. This next bee is always a bit tricky. He's holding a massive cushion, as you'll see. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring the next bee up for you. Oh no, we've got to take this one off first. There we go. Come on, we'll get into the routine. Get the next bee up. Here he is. He's coming into shot now, ladies and gentlemen. He's holding a massive cushion. It's a Beatrix Potter cushion, ladies and gentlemen. A Beatrix Potter cushion. He is behind there, I promise. And the next question is this. This is the purple bee. What is the name of the famous product created by Beatrix Potter? What is the name of the famous product that was created by Beatrix Potter, ladies and gentlemen? Beatrix Potter. Let's see, let's get these other bees. I'm going to just give me a second as I get these other bees on the belt. Can you tell us the famous
Yes, the famous puddle duck, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking for the famous puddle duck. Oh, let's see if this is going to work. It looks a bit shaky. Let's get this one off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's the pink bee. It's going to fall. It looks. Oh, he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. We've lost the pink bee. I'll place him back for you. He's got a little beano. He's got a little beano, ladies and gentlemen. He's got a little beano. There he is. Let's see if he's gonna stick. I don't know if he's gonna stick, ladies and gentlemen. I'll hold him up here for you, just so you know he's real. Look at a little beano. Because the next question, ladies and gentlemen, is this. The next question is this. What is the name of the dog featured in the beano? Oh, yes, there you go. All of that. Just so for that question, what was the name of the dog featured in the beano comics? Let's see if we can get this blue bee. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. Looks pretty good to me. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, for the next one is going to be the dark blue bee. If you want the dark blue bee, here we go. Let's bring him up on the stuff now. There he is. He's holding a little Beatles record. The bee holding the Beatles record. There you go. What is the name of the Beatles record label founded in 1968? I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, I've done something that I get so obsessed with bees. I've got to tell you, it does say it on the form. Now, you can click, I think you can click back on your form if you want to change any of your answers. That's because if you get an answer wrong, you do get stung, ladies and gentlemen. You will get stung, and you'll lose a point if you get a wrong answer. So you can go back, all you need to do is leave it blank. All you need to do is go back and leave it blank, ladies and gentlemen. So I meant to say that if you get an answer correct, you get 1 point. If you get an answer incorrect, you get stung and you lose a point. So the power is in your hands, ladies and gentlemen. We'll give you a bit of extra time to go back in case you want to delete. You can just delete it, leave it blank if you want, ladies and gentlemen. Leave it blank, and that's the way to make sure that you don't get an answer wrong. So it's up to you if you want, ladies and gentlemen. For the next one, we've got the final bee. I'll show you though, we've got a few things around here. We've got a beagle there for you. There you go, the beagle. We've got a beekeeper there. A little. I don't really know what this lady does, but she's very bee-like. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Last one now. It's the final bee. Now, I've never heard of this brand, but it's big in America apparently. It's called Bee-Ro. It's a flower brand, which means the last question is about flowers. There we go. Which flower was once more costly than gold and has bulbs which can replace onions in some recipes, ladies and gentlemen? So which flower was once more costly than gold and has bulbs which can replace onions in some recipes? Now remember, if you get one wrong, you will get stung. So as I said, you can go back and make sure that any of the answers you're not confident on, you leave blank. Now of course you can gamble it. If you think it might be right, you can go for it. It's completely up to you, but you will get stung if you get an answer wrong, ladies and gentlemen. So best of luck with this. When you're happy with your answers, there you go, those extra rounds, other than Dandy Lion, there we go, they're absolutely buzzing rounds. So, there you go. Hopefully I can use all of this stuff again next year, that's the plan. Otherwise we've just got all these ridiculous quiz round material. I've got a room now that's just set up with little model villages for quizzes. Anyway, get those answers in, ladies and gentlemen, get those answers in. And then we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. Well, the Walnut Wanglers are in already. They're in already. They've gone for a few. You've done well on that. You got stung once. You did get stung once. You got stung once, but you got the others correct. So well done. Leave me, Mince Machine and Nara. There we go. Nara are in. They've been stung as well. They've been stung as well. They got the chemistry question correct though. You got the chemistry question correct. Very well done. Very well done. You actually did pretty well, but you actually got stung twice. Otherwise you would have done very well. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen. And Leave Me, Mince Machine, you're the only team to get the flower question correct. And I don't think you've been stung. So there you go. Very well done. Very well done on that round. There, Lean, Mean, Mince Machine. Very well done. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, so let's go back now and reveal the answers. Let's go back and see what you may have missed. So, here we go. Where are we? back to, I'm just going to go through the B's now. I'm just going to go through them on the screen. You can have it. So the first one, of course, was the beer question. It will be there with his beer can. And it was Corona beer, ladies and gentlemen. It was Corona beer. Of course, lost 112 million because it went through America that if you drank Corona beer, you could get coronavirus. That genuinely, they thought that could happen. So their sales dropped 112. Imagine that. Unbelievable. Right. Next one, was the orange bee, and we would have accepted a few different answers for this. The really formal answer is glucose, ladies and gentlemen, which means we would have accepted sugar. We also would have accepted honey. The thing is, honey and glucose have got the same chemical formula, but obviously they're bees, so that's why we did honey. But we would have accepted sugar and glucose as well. For the green one, ladies and gentlemen, only one team getting this one correct. It was he was the highest ever paid comedian. I believe. Look, it's cut out by the green screen. There you go. You see, but anyway, highest ever paid comedian for a comedy show, Jerry Seinfeld. Jerry Seinfeld, ladies and gentlemen. So well done. Well done to Lee Meanman's machine. You got that one correct. It should be a purple bee. It's a bit red there, but it is purple bee. I don't know where it's got. Jemima Puddle, massive cushion. This is Jemima Puddle Duck, ladies and gentlemen. Jemima Puddle Duck. Well done if you got that one right. For the pink one, the Beano, it was Nasher. That's Nasher. All teams getting that correct. Very well done. For the blue bee, the dark blue bee, the Beatles record label was called Apple, ladies and gentlemen. It was called Apple, the Beatles record label. So well done if you got that correct. And finally, the flower question. One team getting this right is tulips, ladies and gentlemen. Tulips were once reported to be more costly than gold, and apparently you can put them in your salads. I don't know, I've never done it, but there you go. That was the answer. So well done if you got those correct, ladies and gentlemen. We're moving on over now to the TV and film round. There we go, TV and film round. Now, in this round, we always start, and it played ball last week. This video can sometimes be a bit difficult with the broadcast. We'll see how it goes this week. Anyway, we started doing a new feature. I mentioned earlier that the gentleman who writes all of our music, he's one of my childhood friends. He's also the saxophonist for Ollie Murs. But he also has ended up on multiple television shows with other famous musicians. So we've got this new feature. It's called Where is Ed? We're looking for where Ed is. Now, this week it's a little bit different. It's not really anything to do with spring, but it's difficult to fill a whole quiz with spring questions. So what we would like you to tell us is, who is Ed playing with? He's playing with a particular group this evening, ladies and gentlemen. But who is it? Who is Ed playing with this week, ladies and gentlemen?
Tap dance.
There he is on his saxophone. We got that. I've had to stop that video mostly. So, bless him, his dad screen records all of his performances from the BBC, ITV or whatever. But for whatever reason, a screen recording does not go into a broadcast well. I don't know why, but there you go. We got through it, ladies and gentlemen. Who was Ed playing with? That was the answer. Not the answer, that was the question, ladies and gentlemen. Who was Ed playing with? And then for the next question, ladies and gentlemen, it's over to esteemed actor Paul Murphy. He's going to be reading a 1-star review. Now, no Googling, because I'm going to give you a bit of a background to this. No Googling this. If you Google films about spring, this is the one that always comes up. I don't know why. It must have been filmed during spring or set in spring. I don't know. Anyway, this is a 1-star review. It's a famous rom-com, ladies and gentlemen, but can you get the answer? Which film is Paul Murphy reading a 1-star review from?
It seems that most people commenting actually liked this movie. But I was disgusted. Witnessing the main protagonist deliberately and unremorsefully destroy the life and memories of someone he loves, and then seeing them come together romantically, was painful. It was like watching a light-hearted movie about a woman who falls in love with a man who she slowly comes to realize is the same person who stalked and brutally violated her. Somehow, Ephron has created a movie about a predator and his prey, which is not what the original movie was about, nor what a romantic movie should be about. I urge you to avoid this film if at all possible.
There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Paul Murphy reading a 1-star review there. It might seem a bit OTT when you find out what the answer is, but then you might, if you ever watch it again, you might watch it through different eyes. We'll see, ladies and gentlemen. For question number three, we've got a face swap. It's a face swap. What is the name of this film, ladies and gentlemen? That's me. There you go. Maybe I should try that hair out. Who knows? So, what is the name of this film, ladies and gentlemen? What is the name of this film? And then for question number 4, of the TV and film round, we're over to the Alan Titchmarsh show. The Alan Titchmarsh show. For those of you who don't know, Alan Titchmarsh was given a chat show in recent years after finishing his gardening show, which of course is why I chose it, because gardening's very springy. Right, he's got a show, ladies and gentlemen, and now we're going to ask you what happens next. We're going to play you a clip. Now, there is a multiple choice. It's not the nicest way to describe Posh Spice, as you'll see, but we'll give you a little clip, and then you've got to tell us, how do you think Posh Spice is described?
This Tuesday afternoon, still ahead, Boy George reveals why his recent prison sentence turned his life round. Former EastEnders favourite? Well, I think we're about to meet somebody any second.
Now, so why is Posh Beckham ghastly?
Oh, well, she just is.
Why do you think
that's not good enough. I think, Ryan, if we're paying you, we should get rather more than she just is.
Well, Beckham is wonderful in what he does. Beckham, off the field, does all sorts of good works, which are pretty well hidden. Because Madam Beckham comes along wearing virtually nothing and steals the photograph, steals the occasion. And she's...
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. What's the next bit? Brian Sewell there, not being very polite about Posh Spice. So there we are, ladies and gentlemen. But how does he describe her? What do you think happens next? And then finally, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a tagline, or a strapline, if you will, from a film. Now, I just want to be quite specific on this. We're looking for a specific film, not the franchise. We're looking for a specific film. So a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, can you tell us the film that this was a strapline for? That was a tagline for? And then when you're happy with your answers, ladies and gentlemen, click submit, and we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, best of luck, best of luck. Good stuff, good stuff. I don't know. Some people, you know the answer, but do you know the title of the film? I don't know if we can give it quite for that. You're right, but that's a broad answer. There we go. So get those answers. I'll tell you what. I won't say this yet because we're still waiting on one more team. Once Lean Mean Mince Machine is in, I will reveal something that almost everyone has done. Only one. No, let me look back. I think a couple of teams have got one of them correct. It's the Brian Sewell questions. It's a tricky one, and I'll explain why. So Lean Mean Mince Machine, we're just waiting on your answers. best of luck. They pulled a few points back on the Walnut Wanglers in the last round, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. There we go. Now, yeah, everyone's done the same thing. You've all thought Brian Sewell couldn't say this on national TV and be quite that harsh, but I'm afraid he was. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, let's go back and reveal the answers now. So, number one, for question number one, we're going to play the clip, hopefully we get through it, of who Ed was playing with.
Become the best dance act on the planet. Here with an amazing routine inspired by all of our celebrity acts, it's the sensational Diversity!
Diversity, ladies and gentlemen. Diversity is the answer. There we go. One of those videos, it doesn't want to play. It played last week for the only week. I don't know why. So Diversity, ladies and gentlemen, was who Ed was playing with that week. For the next question, back on over to esteemed actor Paul Murphy to reveal the answer to this film.
This has been a 1-star review of the film You've Got Mail. By the way, you too could find love via email. If you'd like to know more, please send your bank details to Paul's Offshore Love Finders at fishandscam.com.
There you go. If you're looking for love, feel free to reach out to Paul on Paul's Love Finders at fishingscam.com. Yes, You've Got Mail, ladies and gentlemen, has been described by countless reviews. It wasn't just one. That was the funniest one. But countless reviews described Tom Hanks as the Predator in that film. If you haven't seen it in a while, just to refresh your memory, he does own a massive corporate coffee shop chain. And then he starts dating the woman that he's putting out of business. And then he doesn't tell her that he's the same person that's emailing her. And it's anyway, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Online dating for the 90s. For question number three, which film was this? It was a face swap, ladies and gentlemen. It was The Great Gatsby. Sorry, Walnut Wanglers. Wolf of Wall Street. It was, of course, The Great Gatsby. Well done. For number four, you're not going to believe your ears. Here we go.
Comes along wearing virtually nothing and steals the photograph, steals the occasion, and she's just a common little bitch.
Apologies to the Brestons. I know she's watching. But aren't you, in a way, being subjective? Doesn't life need confetti and colour?
No,
and isn't
not
she
that
providing
kind.
that?
Not that kind.
Really?
No.
How that made it to air, I have no idea. I don't know if he got... I mean, that's outrageous, isn't it? It's very mean. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's how he described her. So there you go. For question number five, it was the first of the Star Wars films. Well, it's actually the fourth, depending on how you look at it, but the first one to ever be released, ladies and gentlemen. It was A New Hope, ladies and gentlemen. Star Wars A New Hope had that as the tagline. Now, that opening credit was in every single Star Wars film. However, only one of them used it as a strapline, and it was, of course, the first one. And the reason that's springy is May the 4th be with you. I don't know if it's a National Star Wars Day on May the 4th, ladies and gentlemen. So there you go. Right, here we go. We're into our 8th round of the evening. And this is called Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Now, this is going to be all about emergency services, ladies and gentlemen. We've built a bit of a Lego model village, and within that village are some clues. The questions are also going to be on the screen. So first of all, we, of course, for a Mayday, Mayday, Mayday round, to get a bit of the police on. And then I'm going to get into my helicopter, ladies and gentlemen. So keep your eyes peeled. There are going to be some clues. Hidden throughout the set. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First question. Here we go. What is the emergency number in Europe? Do you know what the emergency number in Europe is, ladies and gentlemen? Not the UK. We're looking at the emergency number in Europe. Number two, ladies and gentlemen. Which uniformed public service is the most likely to be the first to attend the scene of an emergency incident? More simply put, which emergency service turns up first to an incident? Typically, this is in the UK. Which emergency service typically turns up first if there's been an incident? Number 3, ladies and gentlemen. Who drives this fire engine? There we go. We've got our own little fire engine there. Not quite the same. There we go. But who drives the fire engine in the picture? Number 4. When was the first St John's ambulance founded in the UK? Now this is a multiple choice. When do you think it was founded, ladies and gentlemen? Number 5. What is the 4th and most commonly called upon emergency service? Now, we'll accept 2 answers for this and we'll explain why at the end. Now the first 3, you'll know. You know, they are the top 3 by an absolute country mile. So what is the 4th one, ladies and gentlemen? What is the 4th most called upon emergency service? There's a giraffe there. I don't know where that's come from. Oh, no, it is. I put that in there and I forgot to take it out. There you go. You've got a giraffe this week, ladies and gentlemen. Right, number 6. Can you name another more obscure emergency service? So most people know the top 3. Number 4 you've just gone for, and there's about another 5 or 6 to choose from that you can get when you call 999. You can get them when you call 999, ladies and gentlemen. Can you tell us another more obscure emergency service? Number 7. What type of markings are used on emergency vehicles? They have a very specific name. Do you know the type of markings that are used on emergency vehicles? Number 8, ladies and gentlemen, number 8. The average emergency response time for police attending an emergency in an urban area is how many minutes? So in a city area or a populated area, the average emergency response time for the police attending an emergency event is how many minutes? It's a round number, ladies and gentlemen. It's a round number. Number 9. Name this soundtrack. It's been said that if you haven't had a part in this, you're a UK actor, but you're not really a UK actor. There we go. Hopefully they bring it back one day, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Number 10 I mean. There we go. Which volcano destroyed Pompeii? There we go. We've got the volcano for you there. Well, the replica, if you will. Which volcano destroyed Pompeii, ladies and gentlemen? And then when you're happy with your answers, click submit, and we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. So when you're happy with your answers, ladies and gentlemen, click submit. We'll go back and reveal what the answers are. Not bad there by Manara Rana, not bad, not bad. Over 50% is always a good score. You knew an obscure emergency service, very well done. You knew the 4th most common one as well. Very good stuff. Very good stuff. We will be accepting quite a specific answer from you there, but it is correct. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff, Walnut Wengers. Good round for you as well. Although, do you think I see what you went for the markings for the police vehicles. I see why you went for it. Is that because there's a burger in the background? That just came with the Lego set, to be honest with you. If you look at it, these little flames go up and down anyway. Fair enough. Good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Good stuff. I love it. Manara Rana, you've gone for the Spanish version, but you get the point for it. There you go. You get the point. Very well done. And you know the emergency number in Europe, which is good, because that's where you are. So well done. Did you run inside and have a look? Is it printed somewhere? Did you know? There we go. Well done. All teams in now, ladies and gentlemen. All teams in now. Let's go round the board and have a look at what the answers were. We're going to go back round and see if they were in the model village or not. So, the emergency number in Europe, ladies and gentlemen. Well done. Most teams getting this. It was 112, ladies and gentlemen. 112. Well done for getting that one correct. Question number 2. Which uniformed public service is most likely to be the first to attend an emergency? That is the police, ladies and gentlemen. The police, or the policia. The policia. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Number 3. Who drives this fire engine? That's Fireman Sam. Well done. All teams getting that correct. I love it. Manara Rana on first team names there. They just put Sam. They just put Sam. We know him. There you go. Number 4, ladies and gentlemen. That giraffe's a complete red herring. He's not going to be there. Anyway, number 4. When was the first Simpsons ambulance created? Well done, Walnut Wanglers. 1877. 1877. Well done on getting that one. Number 5. The fourth most commonly called upon emergency service is the Coast Guard. Ladies and gentlemen, we would have accepted RNLI, we would have accepted search and rescue as well. We would have accepted search and rescue as well, ladies and gentlemen. They come under the same name sometimes. Now, Lean Mean Mince Machine, you've gone back to front here. You put Mountain Rescue. That is actually 5 through 10, one of the other ones. But you put Coast Guard for a more obscure one. Now, I'm afraid you won't get the point for that way round. Well done, though, to the other teams. Mountain Rescue is an answer to this one. So Mountain Rescue is more obscure. Bomb Squad. You could have had Bomb Squad. I don't know if you saw it in there, Manara Rana, but very well done. Some other ones are Lowland Rescue, Cave Rescue, Moorland Rescue, Mine Rescue, and Quicksand Rescue in the UK. Depending where you are, I think up in the Lake District, you can get Quicksand Rescue on 998. That's the sort of thing when I was at school that like gave me nightmares. The idea of, anyway, apparently we've got quicksand in the UK somewhere. Number 7, ladies and gentlemen. What type of markings are used on emergency vehicles? They're called Battenberg markings. I need to get a little Battenberg cake. No points for burger strikes there, I'm afraid. But good guess nonetheless. Well done. Number 8, ladies and gentlemen. The average emergency response time for police to respond. Well done, Lean Mean Mince Machine. It's 10 minutes. 10 on the dot, ladies and gentlemen. 10 minutes is the average response time for police to turn up to an incident in an urban area in the UK. Number 9. You all got this one. The Bill, ladies and gentlemen. Of course it was the Bill. There we go. Bringing back some memories. There we go. Well done for getting that, guys. And number 10. All teams getting this as well, I believe. Vesuvius. Vesuvius, ladies and gentlemen. Vesuvius. So well done for getting that right. And with that, thank you, Vanessa, for your excellent chopper skills. Let's give her a round of applause. She was floating around there. Thank you, Vanessa. There we go. There we go. Our little model village. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much. We're on to Quirky Quickfire now. This is a timed round. I'm looking at you, Lean Mean Mince Machine. This is a timed round. You need to get your answers in before you hear the gunshots. Otherwise, you won't get any points. So here we go. This is what the gunshots sound like. There we go. So the gunshots will go off 30 seconds after. There we go. There we go. The gunshots will go off after 30 seconds. After I finish reading out the questions. 30 seconds after I finish reading out the questions, the gunshots will go off. So, ladies and gentlemen, all the questions are there on the form. I'm going to read them out as well. And then once I finish reading them out, you will have 30 seconds to submit your answers, or you won't get any points. It's better to submit something than nothing, ladies and gentlemen. So here we go. Click next on your answer forms now. Click next on your answer forms now. Question number 1 is this. What kind of animal is a springbok? What kind of animal is a springbok? There we go. My cards are upside down. Question number 2. What do we in the UK call the vegetable known as scallions in the USA? What do we in the UK call the vegetable known as scallions in the USA? Question number 3. Who wrote the music for the ballet The Rite of Spring? Who wrote the music for the ballet The Rite of Spring? Question number 4. For Australians, in what month does spring begin? For Australians, good day, what month does spring begin? In Australia, what month does it begin? Where are we? Question number 5. The song Younger Than Springtime features in which Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? The song Younger Than Springtime features in which Rodgers and Hammerstein musical? Question number 6. What does equinox mean? What does equinox mean? Question number 7. In which country are cherry blossoms considered as a sign of the beginning of spring? In which country are cherry blossoms considered as a sign of the beginning of spring? Question number 8. According to the UK Met Office, on what day does spring commence? It might not be the one you think. According to the UK Met Office, on what day does spring commence? Question number 9. What is the Bosnian festival of Simburijada also known as? It's the festival of what? It's a bit of a tough one. I don't know if there's any Bosnian people here this evening. What is the Bosnian festival of Simburijada also known as? It's the festival of what? Now, it is spring, so you might be able to chisel it out. It is a spring type festival. Finally, question number 10. In the proverb, April showers brings what? In the proverb, April showers brings... Okay, ladies and gentlemen, 30 seconds on the clock. You've got 30 seconds. You need to get your answers in before you hear the gunshot. So there we go. It's better to submit something than nothing. 2 teams already in. No messing about. Manara Rana. Leaving it. Here we go. 5, 4, 3. They're in. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. That's the quickest I think they've ever been submitted. There we go. There are the gunshots. That's the quickest they've ever been submitted, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I always tell this story. There was 1 week. In the first month we did this, barely anyone submitted it in time. And then I was like, right. Anyway, that changed. So we were a bit lenient. That was the Halloween one in 2020. And then since then, everyone's pretty good. There was 1 week, the team in second position, we had 60 teams on that night. The team in second position, literally, I'm talking like 0.05 of a second they got their answers in. Anyway, yeah, and then they unmuted. As I said, there was gallery view after gallery view, and I was like, that was outrageous. Like, my heart was going. It shows how much I care, apparently. And they just unmuted in front of everyone. They were just like, no video on. I was like, that was outrageous. And you just hear in front of the whole thing, just this group go, legends. Anyway, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. They were good. They did very well. They did very well. So we're going to go back and reveal the answers now. Go back and reveal the answers to the quick fire round. See how the teams got on there. It's a tricky round, this one. Especially that Met Office question. Only one person's got that right. I will reveal. So, an antelope is the name, is a springbok. A springbok is an antelope, ladies and gentlemen. It's a type of antelope. Scallions are spring onions, ladies and gentlemen. Not just onions, they are spring onions, is the name for scallions in the US. The Rite of Spring was written by Stravinsky. 3 teams have got that right. There just must be people who like their ballets, I don't know, but Stravinsky, ladies and gentlemen. September is the month that spring starts in Australia. September. Younger Than Spring is a song from the musical South Pacific. South Pacific, ladies and gentlemen. Equinox means equal night. We also would have accepted equal length, anything with the word equal, really. Officially, it's equal night, but we would have been accepted anything with equal, ladies and gentlemen. All teams getting the next one as well. Japan is where cherry blossoms are a sign of spring. According to the Met Office, springs begin March the 1st. Very specific. They just do it month by month. So March the 1st is when they say spring begins. How did I say it? Simburijada. I think I said it right the first time. I don't know how to say it now. It means it's the festival of scrambled eggs. There you go, for Easter, I'm guessing. The Festival of Scrambled Eggs. And for the last one, ladies and gentlemen, no one, I love this, Manarana, April showers brings men. What? Yes, but brings men. No, I'm afraid... I'm afraid not. Walnut Wenglers, yeah, it's April showers brings Mayflowers. So we'll give you the point for that. It's pretty much spot on. So there you go. April showers brings May flowers, ladies and gentlemen. So very well done if you got any of those. Now we're going to do the points and then we're going into the final round. Walnut Wenglers, remind me, were you once in first going into the final round and then came third? Don't ask me. My brain remembers random things, and I just remember that once thinking. So let's see how you get on this week, ladies and gentlemen, because it could be a repeat. You can still be caught. Walnut Wenglers are out in front on 41, ladies and gentlemen. Lean Mean Mince Machine on 35 and Manara Rana on 27. Let's give them a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, it's going to play Dance Monkey. That's not what I wanted at all. Round of applause. It's on the wrong pad. I've got to switch between them. I forgot. Anyway, there we go. How's that related? Right. Final round, ladies and gentlemen. Final round. It's called, it's called You're Getting Warmer. There we go. I lost myself. It's called You're Getting Warmer. So, this round, there's 20 points up for grabs. What you need to try and do is put the next items, the 10 following items that come up on the screen, in the correct order, from the coldest to the hottest. If you get an item in exactly the correct position, you will pick up 2 points. If you put an item either side, you will pick up 1 point. So there's one margin of error either side of the item, ladies and gentlemen. Now, there's some stuff in here that's meant to be funny, but they are all the real temperatures. It's literal. That's what I will say. There's nothing metaphorical in here. It's all literal. All of the things, the literal temperature for these items. And we'll go through exactly what the temperatures are when the round ends, ladies and gentlemen. So, here we go. Need to put on some tunes, obviously. And 10 items, so ladies and gentlemen. Hardest to the hottest. So hot
Oh! Want a little bit of and a little bit of. Take a little bit of. Just a little bit of. Just a little bit of. Just a little bit of. I was like, good gracious, ass bodacious, flirtatious, trying to show patience. I'm waiting for the right time to shoot my steed, waiting for the right time to blast.
on fire. The roof is on fire.
Stop pacing, time wasting. I got a friend with a pole in the basement.
What?
I'm just kidding like Jason. Unless you gon' do it. Extra, extra. Spread the news. Jack and Nelly took a trip from the Luda to Neptune. Came back with something thinking if you're in a Sassoon. Say she like to think about cutting the restrooms. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my clothes off.
It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot. I wanna take my
Let it hang all out. It's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
I am getting so hot.
Bring it, bring the fridge back. Let it hang all out. Mix a little bit of, with a little bit of, let it just fall out. Give a little bit of, with a little bit of, let it hang all out. With a little bit of, and a sprinkle of it, let it just fall out. I like it when you, girl, baby, make it.
Machine gets on. Get those answers in, Lean Mean Machine. Get those answers in. And then we'll go back and reveal what the answers are. And just a massive thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming down this evening. Thank you so much. As I said, I'm rather gobsmacked that people are, now they can spend time outdoors, are still here. So thank you so much. It means the world to me, and we wouldn't be here without your support. So thank you. So get those answers in, Lean Mean Machine. Get those answers in. And then we'll go back and we'll reveal what the answers are. And then we'll reveal tonight's winners, ladies and gentlemen. We'll reveal tonight's winners. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. They're in. They're in. And it's a good score. I will reveal it's a good score. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. Lean Mean Machine, they knew the hottest thing. It's the hottest thing in the universe. As far as we're aware, I believe. Anyway, okay, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Let's go and reveal the answers now. Let's go and reveal the answers. So, we're going to start from the coldest to the hottest. Now, as I said, there was no funny business. The coldest was a black hole. A black hole is the coldest thing that we've measured as humans. It's 1.4 times 10 to the power minus 14 Kelvin. It's the coldest thing that we're aware of, ladies and gentlemen. Pluto is minus 240 degrees Celsius. Then we jump up to Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They're human beings, and this is what I meant. There's nothing metaphorical. They're very good looking, but they're still no hotter than any other human being. They're 37 degrees. Death Valley, ladies and gentlemen, 54 degrees. 54 degrees. Boiling point is 100 degrees Celsius. Now, this is one that trips a few people up. Venus is 471 degrees Celsius, and lava is 1,250 degrees Celsius. It's hotter. It comes from the Earth's core, which is actually 5,200 degrees Celsius. Then the sun is 15 million degrees Celsius. And if you think that's hot, 5.5 trillion degrees Celsius is quark gluon plasma. It was created inside the Large Hadron Collider. I think it only existed for about a millisecond, but it's the hottest thing ever recorded, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a plasma of quarks and gluons. There you go. So well done, Lean Mean Machine. You got that one correct. I know that actually last week, I will reveal how the teams got on in that in just a moment. The top score for this was 18 out of 20 last week, and they happened to be physicists. So there you go, both graduated from Oxford. Actually, one's a chemist and one's a physicist, apparently. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. But one of the teams this season did get 17, so that's pretty close. All will be revealed in just a moment. Just move on to the standard promo slide. This is what we've got coming up, ladies and gentlemen. If you're in London, we've got a summer scavenger hunt. That's going to be coming up in August. Next month is the Fat Big Quiz of Europe. If you enjoyed this month, please feel free to come and check us out for the Fat Big Quiz of Europe. Following month is the Fat Big Quiz of Summer. And then we've got the Fat Big Quiz of Halloween. And then we've got our Halloween scavenger hunt in London as well. We're quickly coming around. Now, the reason the Fat Big Quiz of the Nation is in the top left is that we're going to do something a bit different. What we're planning on doing, and we're still in the middle of sorting it out, we're going to create what's called a hybrid quiz. We're going to run it in person in London, and people can play either there in person or they can play online at home. Now, those who come to play in London, we're gonna put a prize. There's going to be a top prize, which will probably be about £1,000. Teams will be limited to 4 people. You can enter for any 1 up to 4 people. But there will be ways to qualify, ladies and gentlemen. There'll be some tickets for sale, but not many. And the other ways to qualify will either be by winning one of our previous quizzes, that'll be the highest score for the month, or by entering a competition on Instagram, which brings me on to the next thing. We're now running competitions on Instagram. Vanessa's going to put it on the group for you. If you get the chance to follow us on Instagram, please do. We're posting more and more content all the time, and it's all for you guys. It's all quiz questions and a bit of fun and a bit of trivia. So if you're on Instagram, guys, check us out. Check out our stories. Check out our pages. We're posting a biscuit quiz tomorrow, so maybe you can have a go at that for Sunday. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the promo stuff, which means we need to do the scores. We need to do the scores. So here we go. Drum rolls, please. Drum rolls, please. Did anyone catch the Walnut Wenglers, ladies and gentlemen? Did Lean Mean Machine, who had a good last round, did they pull it back? All will be revealed. Did the Walnut Wenglers, was their fate decided? Is it a repeat of before? Have they dropped off the top spot, ladies and gentlemen? I see some shaking heads. Without further ado, here we go. The scores on the doors are this, ladies and gentlemen. In third position, with a commendable 33 points this evening, ladies and gentlemen, it's Manara Rana, meaning, let's give her a round of applause. I'm loving the enthusiasm. They've tuned in from Spain, ladies and gentlemen. So there we go. Thank you so much for coming down. Which means in second place, drum rolls please, with a very good 45 points, ladies and gentlemen. It's an above average score for this quiz. It's Lean Mean Mince Machine. They've done it. The Walnut Wenglers, they've won it this evening, ladies and gentlemen, on 58. You got 17. Second top score on the final round. You got 7. You got thrown by the Glue on Plasma. You put the sun and Glue on Plasma as the other way round. So very well done, ladies and gentlemen. As my internet's gone. Has my internet gone? Oh, I'm back. My internet went briefly. Well done, Walnut Wenglers. You've absolutely smashed it. Well done. You've won tickets to another quiz. Just drop me an email and we'll sign you up for that. Thank you so much for coming down, ladies and gentlemen. We wouldn't still be here without your support. If you could let me know how you found out about this evening, right on the chat. I'm very intrigued if you knew about this before, if it's coming through a referral. We're trying to work out how people are finding out about our quizzes. Thank you so much. The other thing I would say, ladies and gentlemen, is if you enjoyed yourself, it's very helpful for us if you're able to leave a review on Google. There's the link on the chat. You just click the link and then type something in. But it's very helpful for us because people don't really know this exists. Please keep in touch. If you would like to hear more, let me know. If you signed up to our... they did it on Fever. They did. Thank you. Yeah, Fever are good. They're Secret London. They're the same company. But thank you for writing that. So, guys, if you get the chance to leave us a review, that would be amazing. Be very grateful. We're just trying to build a bit of social proof so people know that this exists and hopefully people are enjoying it. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, tell your friends. We're doing referrals as well now. So if you do refer someone, we will give them a 20% discount. You just need to email us and we'll give you a referral code for that, ladies. Or actually, Vanessa can put it on the group. And then for anyone who comes down to another game, you of course get a 20% discount as well. Vanessa will put it on the group. It's BR20 cent, I think, if she's got it. If not, I can email it to you after, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for playing. There's a quick outro from me, and then I'll take a couple of song requests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not in a rush. I can see Manara Rana might be up for a bit of a boogie, so you can stick them on the chat. We'll play some songs. Thank you so much for coming down, ladies and gentlemen. As I said, if you get the chance to leave a review, that's very helpful. If not, we'll see you again, maybe at the Fat Big Quiz of the Nation, if you want to come meet us in person. Thank you, guys. Take care, and we'll see you soon. Glad you enjoyed it, Manara Rana. Glad you enjoyed it. You were awesome, guys. Well done. Have you played before? Oh, for Thunderstrike. Oh, yes, of course. I remember you requesting that before. Was that for one of our quizzes, or did you play another game? I remember now. I remember that because I was thinking, what a great song choice. Yes, and you were in a very different environment. You weren't in Spain then. There we go. Well done. I'm glad you had fun, guys. Great stuff. There we go. We'll play Thunderstruck for you. Thanks so much for coming back, guys, and maybe we'll see you again. Well done. Yes, love it. Oh, I remember the moves last time. You can turn your camera on, Vanessa, as well if you want to get involved. I don't know if she's there. Are you there, Vanessa? She's staying very quiet. There she is. Yeah, Vanessa. Way. Made an appearance, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. I'm guessing you don't know this song, Vanessa. Band called AC/DC. Very good. One of the first songs I learned on the guitar, this beginning bit. What's it great? Say it again, Vanessa. Oh, there you go. Oh, so you know, there you go. Oh, look at that. Look at the hair. That's getting cut next week. Such good song.